once was a man named Gold Roger, who was king of the pirates.
Yo!
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Sho back with another video. And what is going on with One Piece Odyssey? I'm gonna be honest, the release date is still 2022. I'm praying and hoping that this game doesn't get delayed. I mean, to be honest, I honestly wouldn't care if it got delayed, because if they got delayed because they wanted to make the game polished and rather than releasing a broken product, I'll be okay with that. But it would suck for the game to be delayed. I hope it is still coming out in 2022, even though we don't have a release date yet, because I am really looking forward to this game. I mean, so far, man, my expectations have been met, and I'm looking forward to all these different games coming out to meet my expectations some more. I mean, look, man, we got Soul Hackers 2 coming out at the end of this month, actually. Then we got Pokemon coming out shortly after. We don't know when Odyssey is releasing, so it's definitely got to be maybe, if it's releasing this year, it's got to be in the next couple months, obviously, but as of yet, we really don't know. But with Xenoblade being so good, it definitely hit it out the park. So I'm more than enough excited for all these games to come out for me to get a chance to play them. Like, the main story of Odyssey is about 20-30 hours long, which, to be honest, is a little short for a JRPG of my length. You know, I'm so used to playing games like Persona, and Persona is literally 3 times the length of Odyssey. And that's not even just side quest stuff. That's literally, it takes 100 hours to beat it. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are speed runs that beat it in way less time, but that's literally how it literally takes a long time to beat the game, even without like really skipping cutscenes. But I feel like for an anime game, it's a little bit different, only because a lot of those hours in JRPGs are you getting to know the characters. You get set up to basically understand characters and give characters character development. But with One Piece, we know the characters. At least anybody who's watched One Piece or seen One Piece, we know the characters, we know what they can really do, so we can really get straight into the story. I feel like that might be the best alternative, rather than having a really long drawn out game trying to get the new characters that we already know. If I'm being honest, I think even with One Piece, they got like a card game coming out, and they're just doing a lot of big things in general. The manga's still going strong. They just announced that they're going to be ending the manga soon, and the anime is still going on strong. This is the perfect time to release this. I do think it will be underrated though. I think most JRPG games like that deal with anime go underrated very, very fast. In the sense that Fairy Tail, I don't know if you guys remember, Fairy Tail actually released a game, which was crazy to me. Fairy Tail actually had a turn-based game, and while it wasn't the worst, it honestly didn't do enough for me to really spark any interest. Maybe because I knew the characters so much, I knew their abilities, so it wasn't really exciting. I'm hoping I don't get like the character fatigue with Luffy in the game, because even though I do like Fairy Tail, I tend to like the Straw Hat Pirates a lot more. So I'm hoping that with this newer self-contained story, considering that the Fairy Tail game had the original story from the actual show, considering that we have a new self-contained story for Odyssey, I'm really interested to see what they got coming up. I mean, we even got a One Piece television show. Forgot to mention that earlier. One Piece is really doing a lot of big things, and I don't think they'll drop the ball on this. I really want to see like some release date. Now, obviously, they may come out with a trailer that show like the actual release date. They're just waiting on the trailer to drop. But I think it's time. I want to see some more news. I want to see some more, like, I seen gameplay. They got a lot of gameplay floating around. Looks solid. All I gotta say, I hope they release before Pokemon and probably a good enough time after Xenoblade 3. Because I still gotta finish that game. And knowing how good those two games are gonna be, just simply because Pokemon off the name and Xenoblade because it's actually a good game, I hope it doesn't fall into the whole Digimon Survive territory, where basically Digimon Survive is just not the game. It's not necessarily not the game people were looking for, because it is the visual novel type game, but simply it releasing under Xenoblade was a big mistake. But to be honest, I don't really want to get on a tangent. Let's just go back to One Piece Odyssey real quick. I want to talk about some of the gameplay, reading straight off the wiki, mind you. One Piece Odyssey is an RPG that puts players in control of Luffy and the other Straw Hat Pirates. Players travel around the island, embarking on quests, doing puzzles, and basically doing every other JRPG type of element. As I already mentioned, the main story is about 20-30 hours. To be honest, 20 hours is a little bit on the low side. I feel like it would have to be minimum 30 hours, but what do I know, man? I feel like you can make a good JRPG with just 20-30 hours. But I don't know, man. If I can feel like I can play a game for one full day, like just sit on a game, play a game for one full day, and I can get most of its content done, like the main story, I don't know. I'm a little worried about that. Like, the 30 hours is basically some side content, and for me, I don't really like doing side content. Now, while I am worried about the length, I do think this could be better for people who aren't really into the JRPGs, but there are general like One Piece fans, and overall I liked what I see so far. So a shorter story, like a shorter side story or story from the One Piece adventures, might not necessarily be bad. A lot of the times for me, I have a short attention span. If there's a game that I play and it's going on too long, regardless if it's good or not, I get burnt out. I can't play a game continuously for so long that I get burnt out. I'm gonna just fall asleep right there on the controller. So in a sense, I can definitely understand it being on the shorter side. Let's go to story, man. A Stride pirate shipwreck on a mysterious island. The crew is separated. Luffy loses his hat. Luffy, Usopp, Sanji, Chopper, Robin, and Frankie all venture into the island to find Zoro, Nami, and Brook. They wandered into the King Kong garden and saw Nami from a distance, cornered by Del Kong. Now from there, it's just a lot of kind of like, random JRPG type backstories type story stuff. But they do mention there's one newer character designed by Oda himself, and she has a extreme dislike for pirates. But all in all, man, I'm not too worried about the game. We haven't seen like too much information about the release date yet, but like I said, I think they're gonna do like a final trailer or announcement trailer, whatever they're gonna do, and they'll release the date to us. Alright, now it's question time for the viewers out there. If you made it to the end of the video, how do you feel about One Piece Odyssey? Are you still excited for it? Are you still looking forward to it? If I had to choose, yeah, I'm still looking forward to it. I just want to know when it's actually gonna drop. Hopefully it drops during like a kind of a dry period. I know that Pokemon comes out in November, so maybe like something like December to end off the year and get into that kind of Christmas time, so that the game can do a lot in sales. That'd be an interesting time to drop. But with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'll see you guys next video.